Welcome back to another video, and today we are creating synthwave music without a computer. Now, synthwave music tends to use a repetitive thumping bass and drum line, which is supposed to be hypnotic. And music theory will say that the reason that we think certain things are tuneful is because we have learned to think that they are tuneful. There is nothing inherently tuneful about them, and if we hear a different pattern repeatedly, we will come to think that it sounds correct, it sounds right, it sounds tuneful. So we're going to give this a go. We're going to create a very simple synthwave pattern, just using 2 bars and 3 chords. We're going to run the first chord for the first bar and then split the second bar between the other 2 chords. And we're going to choose those chords randomly using this. We've got a die that goes 1 to 12. So we've got our 12 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we will choose a major or minor chord using this die. If it's even, it'll be major, and if it's odd, it'll be minor. And those will be our 3 chords, and we're just going to program in a thumping bass line, an arpeggio, and a pad, and then we'll add some drums as well. I have got my mini Korg here because I can't visualize the chords so easily, so I'm not using it. I'm just going to visualize what notes I need to play with it. Let's get started. Our first chord is going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's E. Is it E minor or E major? It's E minor. That's simple enough. So let's program in our bass line, our thumping bass line. We will go down to that point in the register, and I want 2 bars of this. So let's program in the first note, and then step length is already 32, so we're fine for that. And it's actually, let's do that. That's our first bar done. What's our next chord? It's 4, so it's D sharp. So let's go and program in. And I haven't chosen if it's major or minor yet. D sharp, it's D sharp major. We're going to need the microKORG in a moment when we do the ARP. And D sharp major, I should write these down, I'm going to forget. And our last chord is 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I go 1 too soon, don't I? It should be, oh. We're done. Let's get on with the ARP. So the ARP is going to be higher in the register. No. Okay, do we want it fast? I think we want it fast. So we will go. Now, if you want to see what I'm doing here, I'm programming in the notes in the step sequencer, and I'm using the rest to jump on to the next memory slot where a note can go. I could alternatively just press that and type in the note, but I can use the rest. It's sometimes a wee bit easier. And now I've lost my place. So do 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 do. Shall we start again here? Is that right? So this one should be. Let's hear it. All right, we're getting on great. And what's the step length? The step length on this one is only 16, so let's change that to 32. All I did was shift and left arrow key and then step length up to 32 to give myself 2 bars. and here's the second bar. So these notes are going to be D sharp major, wasn't it? Isn't that what we said? Sorry if I've forgotten. D sharp major is going to be that G and so there, and there. It's these three. And I've forgotten it was A sharp. Right, I think that was it. I should have written those down. I hope I didn't change the chords halfway through. I don't think it matters too much. If I did change them, they were just from majors to minors, but I don't think I did. I love Synthwave. If I could, I would plug this directly into my brain. I think it's fantastic. You'll have your own opinions. It's not refined, Synthwave. It's not something that you would hear the Midnight releasing, but as a very simple foundation, there it is. Let's do our drums next, because drums are fun. That is your standard Synthwave pattern, so let's do that. So I just programmed in a kick beat on the 4. Let's hear that. Did I just do it? Yeah, I did. Oh, it's because I programmed it into the second bar, so we have to wait for it to come round. The quickest and easiest thing is just to program the same beat into the first bar. It's unnecessary, but a bit quicker than changing the step length. Yes, all right. Next is our pad, and our pad is going to be that sound, and I will put all of the sounds that I'm using in the comments below, but basically I want a detuned sound, something that sounds a wee bit off. What was it? D, I'm going over here again, D sharp. Okay, I'm going to do this one live. We can edit the notes later if they don't come out right, but give myself this to play along with. And then I have to remember what the third chord was. It was A sharp, I think. Synthwave is done. Now all we really need is a kind of fiddly diddly bit to give ourselves some sort of tune. It might be more difficult to do that randomly, but I have got a sound here that I could use for that. I'll use this one. let's go. As an ad-lib, that's not terrible. Okay, that's a rogue note. We would be better with it's a rogue note, let's live with it. Simple, random synthwave. Bye-bye.